Hello students, today in this session we will learn the next part of MS Word. Okay, in the last session we studied the first part of the MS Word, that is we studied about what is MS Word, the components, the features, who introduced MS Word and when was it introduced, isn't it? Then you learned about how to type uppercase letters. Yes, then moving with the mouse, isn't it? Yes. Now let us move to the next part of this topic. Okay? So students, in this content, okay, in this next part of this topic, we will learn about the use of cursor keys. How to use the cursor keys. Then we will learn how to view on the screen. Okay, we will learn how to view the document on the screen as per your requirement. Okay, then we will learn how to select the text. Okay, then we will learn how to delete and add text in a document that you have created. Okay, then we will learn how to use the clipboard. Okay, how to use clipboard along with some shortcut keys. Okay, so this will be the next content of this part 2. Okay, let us start. Now students, our next content is using cursor keys. Okay, our next content is using cursor keys. Using the mouse is not always the fastest way to move along the text. With the help of the mouse, it is not always easy to move along the text. The cursor keys provide us with flexible option for navigation. Okay, the cursor keys are found on the right side of the keyboard with arrows on it. Okay, you know what are the cursor keys? You can see in your keyboard, in the right side of your keyboard, there are 4 cursor keys with arrow marks in it. Left arrow, right arrow, upward and downward arrow. Okay, it is located in that position. Okay, moving with the mouse is not always easy, but with the help of these cursor keys, you can move easily around the text. Okay, now let me tell you what are the cursor keys and what are the functions of these cursor keys. Okay, students, this is cursor key. You can see with the help of these cursor keys also you can move in your text very easily. Okay, without the use of mouse also you can move along inside your text with the help of these cursor keys. These are called as cursor keys. Okay students, it is situated in the right hand side of your keyboard. You can see, if you have a PC at home, you can see it there. Okay students. Now students, what is the use of left cursor key? Left cursor key moves the cursor one space to the left. It moves the cursor to the one space to the left. Okay. And what is the use of right cursor key? Right cursor key moves the cursor to one space to right. Okay. It moves one cursor space to the right side. Okay. And up cursor key moves the cursor up one line. It moves the cursor up one line. Okay. And down arrow key, it moves the cursor down one line. Okay students. So these are the functions of cursor keys. Okay. So students, our next topic is going to the beginning and end of the line. How can you go to the beginning and end of the line. Okay, you can move to the beginning and end of the line by using home and end key. Okay, this can be moved easily by home and end key. You can go to the beginning and end of the line. With the use of home key, you can go to the beginning of the text where you have started, and with the help of end key, you can move to the end of the text where you have completed. Okay. Home key moves the cursor to the beginning of the current line. With the press of this home key, you can move to the beginning of the current line, and this end key moves the cursor to the end of the current line. When you press this end key, the cursor will come to the end of the current line of your text that you have typed in the MS Word document. Okay. Now students, how will you move to the beginning and end of the document? Document means whatever you have typed, that is a document. It becomes a document. Whatever you have typed inside the document page, that becomes a document. Now how will you move to the beginning and end of that document? You can move with the help of the page up, page down keys. Okay. With the help of this page up and page down key, you can move to the beginning and end of the document. There it is written, if we want to jump immediately to the beginning of the document, if you want to jump to the beginning of the document, you just hold down the control key and press the home key. Okay, you just hold down the control keys and then press the home key to jump to the end of the document. Okay, hold control, to move to the beginning of the document, you just press home key. Okay, and to jump to the end of the document, you hold control and press the end key. There is one control key in your keyboard. There are two control keys in your keyboard. If you want to move to the beginning of the document you have typed, you just press control together. Pressing control and home, you will move to the beginning of the document. By pressing control and end, you will come to the end of the document. Okay. Now what is page up? Page up moves the cursor one screen upward, and page down moves the cursor one screen downward. That means it moves the page one screen upward and one screen downward. Okay. Now students, how will you jump to a particular page? How will you jump to a particular page? Suppose you have created 3-4 pages and you want to jump to a particular page. How will you go to that particular page directly? You can go by using these following steps. Okay. First, pressing the function key 5. By pressing the function key 5, the find and replace dialog box will appear. Okay. What are the function keys? It is written there in the keyboard, right? F1, F2, F3, F4 and so on. Those are the function keys. By pressing these function keys, by pressing the function key 5, you will call up the find and replace dialog box. Okay. By pressing this function 5 key, you will call the find and replace dialog box. Okay. And after that, no need to click anywhere. No need to click anywhere. The cursor blinking in the enter page, you will find a blank space there with a blinking cursor. Okay. You just go to that blank space. You type the number of the page that you want to jump and then you just enter. Okay. Click on the go to button or just press enter. The page will move to the desired number. The desired number of page that you want to move, it will be moved to that desired page number. Okay. First, you press the F5 key. The call up, find and replace dialog box will appear. After that, you no need to click anywhere. You will find a blank space with the blinking cursor. You just type the number of the page and then press the enter key. Okay, the page that you want to find, it will show up. Okay, it is a very simple process to find that page. Okay students, now students, our next content is the view on the screen. As I have already told you, how can we change the view of the screen? We can change it by using zoom in and zoom out sliding bars. Okay, we can adjust the size of the text on the screen accordingly by using the zoom functions. Okay, first go to the zoom button located at the right end of the status bar downside of your MS Word page. Okay, in the bottom of the page. Okay, then drag the slider at the right of the zoom button or click on the zoom button to open the zoom dialog box. Okay, first what will you do? You go to the zoom button that is located at the bottom of your MS Word page, and after that drag the slider at the right of the zoom button or click on the zoom button to open the zoom dialog box. Okay, and in that dialog box you can choose preset zoom factor or type a value of the percentage field. Okay, you will get a blank space where you can give your own, accordingly to your own choice, how much zoom you want or how much zoom in or zoom out of the page you want. You can set it accordingly. Okay, after that you click on OK. The screen will immediately appear as you want. After entering the value as per your requirement, after that you click OK button. Okay, the page will zoom. The view of the page will be shown as you wanted. Okay, as per your requirement, the view of the page will be shown in the document of the MS window. Okay. Now students, our next content is selecting text. How will you select a text? Okay, this selecting text can be done like before doing something to the text should be selected. Before you want to edit or you want to type or do anything to the text, it should be selected first. Okay, the selected passage are easy to manipulate. We can cut them out and place within the document. After that you can do any kind of formation in those texts after selecting those texts. So now what are the steps to select the text? Okay, let me tell you. Now students, how will you select a word? If you want to select just one word, these are the following steps by which you can select just one word of the text you want to edit. Okay, first position the mouse pointer directly over the word which you have typed. You bring the mouse pointer over that word. Double click the left mouse button. The word is selected. By double clicking on the left mouse button to the text that you have selected, to the text that you have the mouse pointer that you have brought in the word, by double clicking on that word, the text will be selected that you want to change or edit. To deselect the word, just click anywhere outside the selected text. If you want to select that text, you just bring your mouse pointer to that word and then you double click on your mouse, on your left mouse button. And if you don't want to select that word, you just go out of the document page and click anywhere. That word will be deselected. Okay. Now students, how will you select a group of word? That was just a word, just a little word in your text. Now, how will you select the group of sentence, the group of word, a full sentence? How will you select it? You can select it by positioning the mouse pointer before the beginning of the text. Okay? Before the first word of the sentence, you will bring the mouse pointer there, and after that you will click the left mouse button and hold it down. First you will bring the cursor to the beginning of the text, the first word of the text. After that you will click the left mouse button once and you will drag along that selected text. Okay? After that, while holding the left mouse button, you will drag it and it will be highlighted into some dark colors. After that, you will release the mouse button when you have selected your text. After that, you release the mouse button when you have selected your text, and you can do the editing or formatting of that selected text. Okay? Students, you can also select your text with the help of your keyboard. Okay, with the help of your keyboard, you can also select the text. The steps are written there. Let me read out. To select the text from the keyboard, we don't need the help of mouse. We can move the text by the cursor arrows on the keyboard. I have already shown you the cursor keys on the keyboard. You can move your text with, you can select your text with the help of those cursor keys also. Okay? Try holding the shift button and using the arrow keys, expand your selection. Okay? Before selecting the text, bring the mouse pointer to the beginning of the text. Left click on it, hold the shift button and keep on pressing the cursor key. Okay? Keep on pressing the cursor key. The text will get selected. Okay? To select the whole document at once, at the right end of the home ribbon, click on the down arrow next to the word select and then click on select all. Okay? And if you want to select the whole text to make any kind of changes, you just hold the shift key and keep on pressing the down arrow cursor key. All the text will be selected. Okay? And it will turn into dark highlighted color. That means your text is selected. Okay? Now let us move to the next content. Now students, how will you delete or add a text? Okay? To delete the text individually, by the use of backspace key, we can delete the characters to the left of the cursor. By the use of backspace key, you can delete any kind of mistakes or any kind of word which you don't want. You can delete it by the use of backspace key. Okay? We can also delete characters ahead of the cursor by the use of delete key. Okay? First you select the text or the sentence that you don't want, then you select it, and after that you click on the delete key on your keyboard. The relevant text will be deleted. Okay? To remove the several sentences at once, press the backspace key or select the text and press the del key. Okay? I have already told you, if you want to select the whole sentence, first you bring your mouse pointer to the beginning of the sentence. You click on the left mouse button and then you drag the mouse, or you can do it with the help of your cursor keys also, and then you press the delete key. Your text will be deleted. Okay? So students, now how will you add text in your document? The steps to add text are: click on the point where you would like to add text. Okay? The point where you would like to add text, you bring the mouse pointer there. After that, clicking on that, by clicking the left mouse button, the cursor will blink. After that, you type writing the text there, and after that the line break will automatically adjust themselves. Okay, the line break will automatically adjust themselves to accommodate the addition of your text. Suppose there is a limitation of the page and you have completed typing to that limitation, the text will automatically come to the next line. Okay, it can automatically adjust themselves to accommodate in that page. Accommodation means to fit in that page, the text to be fitted in that page. It will automatically adjust itself. Okay. Now students, what is the use of clipboard? Okay, cutting, copying and pasting are some of the most practical feature of a word processor. Okay, we can move the text from one place to another by the following steps. Okay, using clipboard. Okay, suppose you don't want a portion of text in your document, you can easily cut it or paste it in another place. Okay, now how will you do it? Here are the steps. First, you have to select the relevant text by using the mouse or the cursor keys. Okay, after that, click on the cut button at the home ribbon. In the home ribbon, I have already told you there are some options there. That cut button option is, it has a logo in the form of a scissor. Okay, first you select that text, you go to the cut button to the home ribbon and then you select that cut button. Okay, the selected text will be moved to the clipboard, which is an invisible storage. As soon as you select that cut button, the text that you have selected, it will get vanished from that site. Okay, from that portion it will get removed. Where it will get removed? It will get removed and it will be saved in the clipboard area. Okay, and after that, place the cursor at the point where we want to add the text, and after that bring the cursor to the portion where you want to add that selected text. Okay, now click on the paste button. This is also present in the home ribbon. Okay, this option is also present in the home ribbon. Okay, then after bringing that cursor to that particular area, you just click on that paste option. The relevant text that you have cut from the previous portion will come and be pasted in this section where you want it to. Okay, now so students, now let me tell you what are the shortcut keys to cut text, to copy text and to paste. Okay, suppose you have selected the relevant text. Without going to the home ribbon, you can use these shortcut keys to copy and cut. First you select the text, then you press Ctrl plus X. It will cut the relevant portion of your text. Okay, to copy the text, you press Ctrl plus C together. Okay, it will copy your text. Okay, and if you want to copy and if you want to paste that relevant text to some another place, you just go to that blank page or that portion of the area where you want to paste it. You just go there, bring your cursor to that point, and then you don't have to bring the mouse pointer there. You just go and press Ctrl V. Your selected text will be pasted in that relevant area where you want to. Okay, so these are the keyboard shortcuts to cut, to copy text to paste text. To cut text, you have to press Ctrl plus X. To copy text, you have to press Ctrl plus C. And to paste the text, you have to press Ctrl plus V. Okay. So students, if you have a computer or any PC at home, you please try with the practicals, okay, with these steps written in your slide, okay. You please go through the practicals at home, okay. Students, I hope you have understood what you have learned in this session. Yes? Now, let us do a quick revision on the topics that we have discussed so far. Okay? The topics that we have learned, we will do a little bit of revision, okay, on the topics so that you remember it thoroughly. Okay? So, in the first part of this MS Word, we learned about MS Word, okay, who introduced MS Word, what were the features and components of MS Word, okay, how to write the uppercase letters, then what were the rules for entering into the text, okay, then we learned how to correct mistakes, then we learned how to move with the mouse, isn't it? Then now what did you learn about MS Word? What is MS Word? MS Word is a graphical word program. Okay? MS Word is a graphical word program in which you can type and create documents. MS Word is a graphical word program which lets you to type and create your document, okay, that can be saved, okay. And this MS Word was introduced by the company, which company? That is Microsoft. That is why this MS Word is also known as Microsoft Word, okay. And who were the inventors of this Microsoft? Those were Richard Brody and Charles Simonyi, okay. These two were the inventors of this MS Word, and this MS Word was introduced in the year 1983, okay. And this MS Word was first used in Unix operating system, okay. And this MS Word is so compatible that it can run in any operating systems, okay. This MS Word can be run in any operating system, okay. Now, what are the components of MS Word? What were the components of MS Word? The components of MS Word were Office button, isn't it? Which was situated at the top left corner of the program window. Program window means in the MS Word page, it is situated in the top left corner of the program window. Then the other component is Quick Access Toolbar, isn't it? Quick Access Toolbar. What does it contain? It contains three commands, that is save, do and redo, okay. Then there was title bar, okay. Then there is title bar, and what does this title bar show? This title bar shows the name of the document in which you are working, okay. It shows the name of the document in which you are working, okay. Then there is minimize, maximize and close button. Yes. Then there are horizontal and vertical rulers that appear below the ribbon, okay. Horizontal and vertical rulers that appear below the ribbon, okay. It appears below the ribbon. And this horizontal and vertical rulers were used for margins, step settings, isn't it? Indents and table row, okay. Then there is vertical scroll bar, horizontal scroll bar, scroll bar is used to scroll the page in upward and downward direction. Vertical scroll bar was used to move the page from in left to right direction. Okay. Then there is status bar which tell us the status of the document, that is the information of the document. Okay, how much you have worked, the number of the pages, it is shown in the status bar, isn't it? Then there is zoom in, zoom out button through which you can adjust your page according to your view, according to your per requirement. You can adjust the page. Okay, then you learned how to write the uppercase letters. Okay, the very easy method to write uppercase letter was the use of caps lock key, isn't it? Once you press the caps lock key, the letters will be written in capital letters. Okay, capital letter is known as uppercase letter and lowercase letters are the small letters. Okay, then the other way to write uppercase letter was by holding the shift button and then start typing. The letters will be written in what? In the uppercase letters, that is the capital letters. Okay, then you learned about entering into the text, isn't it? What were the rules to enter into the text? Yes, to enter into the text you need to point out the what? You need to point out the insertion point, isn't it? The cursor that blinks, you need to move with the mouse. Okay, then you shouldn't press the enter key until and unless you have completed typing your text. Those were the rules that I have mentioned. Then how to correct the mistakes. Okay, how to correct the mistakes. In the quick access toolbar you find three options or not? Do, redo and undo. With the help of these options you could easily correct your mistakes that you have created in your document. Okay, and then there was moving with the mouse. Moving, how can you move your cursor with the mouse into the document, isn't it? The first point was when the mouse pointer is completely outside the document, not in the MS Word document. When it is outside the document, it looks like the hollow arrow facing to the left. The position of the mouse pointer is completely to the left side. Okay, and then when it is in the document margin area, the face of the arrow always faces to the right side. Okay, and when you move the mouse pointer over the text, it looks like capital I. When the mouse pointer you move inside the text, how does it looks like? It looks like a capital I. Yes, and this capital I is called the insertion point. The capital I is called the insertion point where you can start typing your letters. Okay, so these were the points that you learned in part 1. Okay, now let us move to the revision of part 2. What you have learned in the second part of this MS Word. Okay. So students, in part 2, what did you learn? You learned the using of cursor keys. Cursor keys that is present in your keyboard. Okay, the arrow keys that you find in the right side of the keyboard. Those are the cursor keys. Okay, then you learned how to view the screen according to your requirement. Yes, then you learned how to select text. Okay, then deleting and adding text using the clipboard and the shortcuts. Okay, then what were the steps to use these cursor keys? keys in your keyboard, isn't it? I have shown you the picture of the cursor keys. Yes, the left cursor key moves the cursor space to the left side, okay, and the right cursor keys, it moves one cursor space to the right side. It moves only one cursor space to the right side, and the left cursor keys, it moves the cursor space to the left side, okay, and the upward arrow key, it moves the cursor up one line, okay, and the next one is down cursor key. It moves the cursor down one line. Suppose you are writing a text and your cursor is in the upper sentence of the page that you have written. While pressing this down arrow key, that cursor will come down to the next line, okay. Then there was home key. This home key moves the cursor to the beginning of the current line. This home key moves the cursor to the beginning of the current line, okay, and this end key, it moves the cursor to the end of the current line, okay. It moves the cursor to the end of the current line with the help of this end key, okay. And with the use of page up key, with the help of this page up key, you can move your screen, you can move the cursor one screen upward. You could easily move your cursor one screen upward, okay, not one page. You can move your screen, you can move your cursor one screen upward, okay. And with the help of page down, you can move your cursor one screen downward, okay. Then you learned the view on screen. In view on screen, you learned how to adjust the page or the document according to your size, according to your per requirement. How will you adjust the page? With that plus sign, you can zoom in the page. That means you can make it bigger. And with the minus sign, you can zoom out the page. That means you can make that page smaller in size, okay. And then there is selecting text, okay. How can you select text? There were many different steps. You could select a word, or you can select a group of words, or you could select longer sentences, isn't it? And you could select line by line the word that you want. You could also select it line by line, and selecting what you precisely what you want, a particular sentence or word that you want, you could also select it, okay. And then you can also select with the help of keyboard. With the help of keyboard, you can also select your word, okay. Then you learned about deleting and adding text. How can you delete and how can you add text, okay. With the use of backspace key, you could delete the text that you have written wrong, or you have made some mistakes in writing the text. With the use of backspace key, you can delete the text character wise. That means one word at a time, okay. Then you can also use the option of delete key to delete some text. First you choose the text and then you press delete key. That selected text will be deleted, okay. Then you learned how to add text, isn't it? Click on the point where you would like to add text. Anywhere you would like to add text, you click on that point with the help of the mouse, and then you start typing from that point, okay. The required text will be added from that point where you have selected, okay. Then you learned how to use the clipboard, okay. You learned how to use the clipboard, okay. Then in clipboard you learned that how to cut and paste, okay. How to cut and paste. There are options in the clipboard to cut, paste, isn't it? To the scissor like symbol. Then you find a paste option there. You could easily cut your text and you can paste to your desired portion of the text. Okay, and then you learned about the shortcut keys. What are the shortcut keys? To cut, to paste and to copy. Okay, you can easily cut a text with the help of the keys in your keyboard, the shortcut keys, that is Ctrl plus X. If you press Ctrl plus X together, you can cut the text from the document. Okay, with the help of this Ctrl plus C, you can copy the text. The text that you have cut, you can easily paste it with the help of Ctrl plus V. Ctrl plus X is used to cut, Ctrl plus C is used to copy, and Ctrl plus V is used to paste. Okay, so students, these were the shortcut keys that you have learned in this topic in MS Word. These were the basics that you have learned. Okay, so in the next slide I have given you some assignments. You please go through and please do it. Okay, you please practice the assignment at home. You can also take the help of the slides that I have made for you for the quick revision. Okay, so that you won't forget. Now let us move to the assignment that I have given you. So students, that was all about MS Word. Okay, I hope you understood and you learned how to function and use the commands in MS Word. Isn't it? Did you learn? Okay, now I'm giving you some home assignment. You please practice at home and please go through this topic again once more. Okay, so that you'll remember. Okay, and please do the practicals at home if you have computers. Okay, so the first question of this assignment is, what is MS Word? Okay, I have already taught you. You write about MS Word. Okay, then who invented MS Word and when was it invented? Okay, then write about the components of MS Word along with their functions. You write the components of MS Word. I have taught you what were the components: the start button, the ribbon, the horizontal vertical scroll bars, the zoom in zoom out functions, etc. Many are there. You learn that and you also write the functions of the components. Okay, then you also practice how to open MS Word program in your computer. You practice that practically in your computer and practice all the commands and functions that you have learned in this session, that you have learned all the commands and functions. You please practice it. Okay, in the next class we will continue with the further next topic. Since then, you take care and you please practice well. Okay, thank you students.